Hi Bafethu, I'm back Bafethu with another video Bafethu. This is Azan in Politics Bafethu. There's an article here written by Lilita Chwabe. It says Manamela addresses misinformation on foreign academics in South Africa's higher education. So they've been complaining that there's too many foreign nationals in South Africans higher education, but there are people who are qualified to hold those positions in South Africa. They have PhD and all sorts of qualification, masters, because I think you need a masters to start teaching to work at a South African university. So I think there's more than 25% or something like that are in South African university, but they documented though. But it's not scarce skill because we have people who are qualified. So the Minister of Higher Education has weighed in on the matter. Higher Education and Training Minister Phuthi Manamela has warned against misinformation and vague claims on the debate over the employment of foreign academics in South Africa's post-school education and training sector, saying institution must comply with the law while the country strengthen its academic pipeline. Hayi mari matshi and matshi ivusa abantu ababhayi matshi and matshi. Hayi. Shout out to Operation Tutula. Then much and much built on Operation Tutula's morale. Then much and much took it a step further. Manamela appeared before Parliament's portfolio committee on higher education and training on Wednesday to brief MPs on updated figures on the employment of foreign academics across the post-school education and training sector. The briefing followed a request from the committee for more detailed and disaggregated data on foreign nationals employed on higher education institutions. According to Higher Education and Training spokesperson Matsepo said that the minister told the committee that the debate had become clouded by vague categories and misinformation, but stressed that the law governing employment of foreign nationals was not recognizable. The law governing the employment of foreign nationals was not negotiable. Manamela is part of them who let them in. While we have the highest employment in Africa, you can check, but we have the highest employment in Africa. I don't know how they calculate the unemployment rate in other countries, but other countries' employment, but they less than 20%. Us, with the highest in the whole world, and people are still hiring. I don't know how you guys, you probably rigging elections. No one in his right mind is still voting for you guys. I swear to my grandma. There are legitimate concerns in this conversation, and we do not pretend otherwise. South Africans are entitled to expect that public institutions prioritize them for employment, that everyone who teaches does so lawfully, and that transformation is not quietly deferred, Manamela said. These are not xenophobic concerns, but we must be careful of the great deal of misinformation and disinformation that circulates around this debate. Sidat said that minister presented what the department described as the most complete picture currently available across the university, technical and vocational educational training, TVET colleges, and community college and training sectors. In the TVET sector, Manamela said there were 265 foreign academics in question, but that the majority, 158, were either naturalized South African citizens or permanent residents. The remaining group consisted of non-citizens. The department said most of the academics provided critical skills and were permanently employed. Those in management positions had risen through the ranks of South Africa's own colleges. In the CAT factor, 31 foreign nationals were employed across 5 colleges, mainly teaching mathematics, physical sciences, and other skills projects. Said many of the appointments predated the establishment of the sector and were inherited when adult education functions were moved to the national government in 2015. In universities, the department said international academics were drawn overwhelmingly from the African continent and had a high concentration of doctoral qualification. Many were concentrated in senior academic ranks where research is led and postgraduate students are supervised. Manamela cautioned that the term foreign national should not be used as a blanket category. When we collapse the citizen, the permanent resident, the holder of a critical skills, the holder of critical skills visa, and the person on a temporary contract into a single category of suspicion. We are not analyzing a policy problem. We are manufacturing a grievance, he said. You don't take us serious until you're out of power. Until you're out of power, that's when we'll take us serious. And we'll confiscate the money, we'll take back the money that we have stolen. Don't think you will let you guys, all the NC crew of who have stolen from 94. We want the money back. They must know. We're not let you run away like that girl Dos Santos from Angola, who stole the money with his father and then he ran to the States. Now he's the billionaire, richest woman in Africa, who stole money from the people. A great many of those at the center of this debate are South Africans. Our own law says they too must be prioritized for opportunities. The minister said the genuine issue before the sector included compliance with immigration law, particularly where invalid work visas could create criminal exposure for constitutional leadership, and the casualization of academic work, where reliance on temporary contracts raised labor and transformation concerns. Manamela said South Africa could not build a stronger local academic by simply removing foreign nationals. Hey, Baba, we need jobs, Manamela, and we're smarter than these people. Hey. Localization cannot be achieved by subtraction. Localization happens by building, which your party doesn't know. You don't know nothing about building, Manamel, and your political party. You only destroy and steal. He pointed to the program supported by National Research Foundation and the Department of Science and Innovation, including the new generation of academic programs, research chairs, centers of excellence, and postgraduate funding weighed towards South African citizens and permanent residents. The minister said foreign academics with doctoral qualification were currently helping to sustain the supervisory capacity needed to produce South Africa's PhD graduates. The department is also operationalizing a joint task team with the Department of Home Affairs and University South Africa to clear the visa backlog and tighten compliance. Manamela has appointed a 19-member advisory panel of internalization experts drawn from all 26 public universities to develop a standardized framework on approved visa pathways, skills transfer obligation, and employment equity expectation. The framework is expected to be presented to stakeholders by the fourth quarter of 2026. Universities will also be required to account for how they balance internationalization with transformation in their annual performance plans. Lilita Gwabe has written the article. Guys, there's everything wrong. And these people have gotten right since 94. Serious, guys, tell me, what is it that the NC have gotten right since 1994? We're complaining in every department. These guys, they've built our schools, our hospitals, the SOEs. Everything we have ruined. You look at yourself in the mirror, man, guys, man, and realize we have messed up Black South Africans. The white South Africans are still they interact, they've been established. But you guys have compromised us big time. I'm so disappointed in you. You are in embarrassment. You're the biggest loser of the century. Hi, NC Mar. Hi guys, I'm always angry with the NC, man. Always. Anyway, please like my video, please subscribe. See you on the next video.